which is probably the person you want to talk to after some of the things we might be consuming over New Year's.
Oh yes, that's right. New Year's, Christmas, it's that time of year again, New Year's resolutions. We know a lot of you have them, and Sarah Zahab is here, one of the co-owners of Continuum Fitness. Thanks so much for making the trek in today. We know it's pretty brutal out there this morning.
Thanks for having me.
And first of all, for those who don't know about your fitness studio, just give us a bit of a background as to what you guys offer.
Continuum Fitness offers one-on-one personal coaching as well as home-based programs. We offer classes. Our coaches are educated, experienced, and we like to have some fun.
And the nice thing is you guys can do the one-on-one for people who aren't really comfortable in going into a big gym and setting.
That's it. And so if people are looking for something customized, we start off with musculoskeletal assessments. So we assess everybody individually first, find out if there are any imbalances, and based on that, customize their program to do with us or to take home.
All right, and we know it's New Year's resolution time.
Yes.
What's the best advice for someone who's going to want to make fitness and health their main goal this year?
I would advise people to try and make it as much of a lifestyle as possible. You know, we set these goals, and goals are great. They should be realistic and attainable and measurable, but trying to think of it as a lifestyle. So making lifestyle changes, adding more vegetables in, adding a daily walk in. You know, oftentimes we get really focused on the scale or weight, and when that doesn't happen, we get really frustrated. So taking a look at the big picture as well.
And we also know people get overwhelmed. I think, you know, January, February, we see the gym, the amount of memberships at the gym grow, and then it kind of tapers off throughout March. How do you keep people motivated and really make them stick with it?
Yeah, and I think people really need to individually take a look at what motivates them. If they like working in a group setting, find a group class that you enjoy. If you are goal-oriented, set a goal, sign up for a race, and work towards that. If you're competitive, find a workout buddy. So finding ways to help you stay on track, writing it down. If you know, like writing contracts, write yourself a contract and sort of, break it down. So different ways to stay on track.
All right, well, we're going to get into a little workout. We're going to have we have a ball here.
We do.
I'm sure a lot of people got one of these gifts for Christmas.
Yes.
And are at home with it thinking, what do I do with this?
Right.
So what's the first exercise you're going to show us here today?
I'm going to show you a couple of core exercises. One is called a ball pushback for your core. And essentially what you would do is start off with the thighs on the ball, and you can walk out. The farther you walk out, the more challenging it is. So we'll start on the thighs to make it a little bit easy, and essentially you're just going to push back 2 inches and then return to your starting position. So your back is straight and you're really focusing on pulling your navel in. You can walk out a little farther to make it more challenging. So you just push back 2 inches and return.
Okay, and this is for your core?
This is for your core.
All right, let me give it a whirl.
You're working your scapular stabilizers, so your upper body a little bit as well.
Okay, I was going to say, it looks like it's going to be a balancing exercise.
Focusing on drawing the navel in will really help. That's it. And starting with your shoulders over your wrists. That's it. And you're just pushing back 2 inches and then return to your start position. Really engaging the core, drawing the belly button in and up. And then just turning the head down so you're looking straight down.
I could feel that, that's for sure.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
So if you feel your back, then you would walk your hands back to make it a little easier. If it's too easy, then you can walk your hands forward. But you don't need much with this one. It's a very effective exercise.
I can feel that already.
Yeah, isn't that great?
All right, and you got a couple more for us here?
Yes. So this next exercise is called a prone hip extension for the glutes. Oftentimes we focus on this muscle, for aesthetic reasons, but it can really help to support the lumbar spine and the back in general. So
very true.
Starting over the ball, you're going to drive one knee into the ball. So you're pushing the opposite knee into the ball. The other leg is straight, and you're going to do a little hip lift, keeping the opposite knee pushing into the ball. So your upper body is relaxed, driving into the ball, and focusing on lifting from the hip using the glute. So the knee drives in, you're pushing the knee in this way and extending through
So you're kind of working out both at once.
Well, what you're doing is you're driving the knee in to engage this hip flexor, so that when you extend the leg, you're not going to arch in your back and use the back.
So your knee into ball.
Yeah, so this one's pushing in, that's it. And you would just raise and lower down. So you can flex the foot to engage the glutes a little more, point the foot, get a little more hamstring. That's it.
I can feel that for sure.
You can feel that?
That's great. I need a break. All right, well, thank you so much. And
thank you.
We have some more exercises coming up. I think we're going to concentrate more on squats and lunges and that sort of thing. All right, we'll stay with us. We have plenty more to come here on CTV Morning Live.